Hey everyone, it's BDC, and thanks for checking out this video if you end up watching this on YouTube later. I am playing City of Heroes on the newest private server called Torchbearer. And for those that may be unfamiliar with this, City of Heroes was an MMO that was popular. Came out, I think, in really late 2004, something like that. And then it ran until November 2012 when it was suddenly shut down. So it's been down for six and a half years. But as the story goes, I guess it's been probably a week or two now. A gentleman had been running a private server for this. And there was somebody, another player that had been on there. He had gotten mad, I think, that his friend had gotten banned or something like that, and so he made a kind of an expose video on YouTube. This has been, I think, a week or two ago. I can't remember exactly when, but that happened, and then the news of that got out to the Facebook City Heroes groups and all that, and then all of us old players found out about it, and we all went crazy, learning the news that, hey, the game still existed, but we hadn't had the opportunity to play it. So I think after a few days of bad press with that, with the gentleman who was running the server and all that jazz, he wound up making the server-side files public. Now, I don't know if it's an emulator. I don't know if it's something that he and another team wrote. That's one belief. Honestly, don't know. The other belief is that it was the actual NCSoft server hardware that's running it. So, anywho, a private server went up named Bree for a couple of days, and then I'm ready when y'all are. I just have no idea where to go because I haven't played the architect engineer stuff in so long. So, actually, you know what? It might help if I pop up the map here. So, anyway, I played on the Bree server. I made a couple of videos here on Twitch and got them over to YouTube and everything. And let's see where they at. Oh, that's where I need to go. Okay, cool. Had a tremendous amount of fun playing it. It was so freaking fun, and I had such a good time. I didn't get to play with any of my old friends or anything like that, but just the fact that I could go or with my old character too, by the way. There's no access to the old character database, so all of the level 50s that I had 23 of them, and many of them were really like, I don't know what the right word is, ubered out. I guess they were really all jacked up and had tons of hours and times and stuff in them. Even though I didn't get to play any of those guys, it was still a lot of fun just to recreate one of my old characters and level them up and be noobs again and and all that. So we played that for I don't know, a couple of days. I probably played a total of 5 or 6 hours, something like that. Had a real good time with it. Anywho, that server wound up going down. I don't know exactly what the story is. There were several admins that were working on it, and it wound up going down. And what's happening now is another server set up called Torchbearer. And it's something that can be accessed through the Paragon Chat Tequila program, and you have to go and register on save, or I think what is it, score.save or cohtitan.com or something like that. And you have to go and make a couple accounts in there and everything, and then you're able to get on and play with this. So I'm on today playing a recreation of a brute that I used to have, except he's got a different secondary power set. This is Hydro Smash, and he is a recreation of the Thug's Mastermind Bruiser pet that I played with a lot on Villains a long time ago. The Mastermind, Thug's Mastermind, was easily my favorite character. I have just countless hours into him. And I liked the Bruiser pet so much that I wound up recreating him then, and then copying all the outfits and everything. And like this costume here is one that I had saved. I'd kept all the old costume files. I'm glad I kept that, by the way. So he's a recreation of that. So this one is super strength willpower, and I've minimalized his graphical effects on the willpower side, so you don't see here it's on the second power tray down here. When it pops up, you don't really see anything. So it's kind of meant to mirror the bruiser thing, to kind of stay in the theme, I guess. The same primary power sets with super strength and the knockout blow and the haymaker and throwing the rock and all that stuff. But then also some kind of a defensive secondary power set that the brute needs. So this guy, I guess I made him a day or two ago, and he's level 2. It's nothing fantastic. I just hopped on here and I got onto a pickup group, and apparently we're waiting for an architect entertainment mission. I think there's some farm mission or something. So I want to go in here and get this guy some levels and see how he plays. I think my teammate dudes are down here. Yeah, there they are. So the AE stuff is working. All the door missions are working. Hey, there's the Pumpkin King. Check him out. That's cool. Anyway, Pumpkin King, if you wind up watching this later, there you go. Now you're famous. So, anywho, I did not realize how much I missed this game until I got on the Bree public test server several days ago. This has turned out to be my favorite MMO I've ever played, and I'm a guy, I'm middle-aged now, I'm in my mid-40s, and I have played a crap ton of games. I've been all over the place. I've played so many single-player games, co-op stuff, MMOs, everything, and City of Heroes definitely tops my list when it comes to enjoyable gaming experiences. And there's a lot of other really good games out there. I'm real heavy into Arma 3, and I've got some history with Ark Survival Evolved and Empyrean. I'm real big on the Empyrean stuff. I'm part of a group called Excalibur's Anvil, and part of the ship and base building builders group there, and I run a couple of servers for that as well. But I've been all over the place, and I've played a lot of games, and I've enjoyed a lot of stuff. But there's nothing like City of Heroes. And you've got other games that are similar, first-person shooters, and they may give you different types of satisfaction if you play them and when you play them and things like that. But City of Heroes was one that was unique, and I always loved this game. I spent so much time on it. It's so light. It's easy. There is some grinding time and stuff like that in it, but all the people who play it, they're all really nice. They all kind of get into this whole super, superhero, super villain, type thing, and all that. And it's just a terrible amount of fun. So why is the team breaking up? Okay, hang on. I don't see what we're saying. Group me over here. I'm busy talking to you guys. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I didn't realize how much I missed this game. I think one of the real hooks for me was the character creation and character customization stuff that you can do in this. I don't have anything here really to show as far as the power layouts and stuff, because this guy's not fleshed out. He's only level 2 or 3 or whatever the heck he is. I don't even know. But in City Heroes, you can customize your primary and secondary power sets, and then you can add what are called generic pool powers, and then you can modify the stats of each of these abilities. So even though, say, you make a tanker or a brute, which is the tank class for heroes and villains respectively, and even though you may pick a common set, say super strength and vulnerability, which is probably more akin to something like how Superman would work, right? So even though you do something like that, you don't have to be exactly like all of the other ones. You can, let me 5-star this bad boy. You don't have to be like every other super strength, invulnerability brute or tanker that's out there, right? You can customize your powers. You can even choose to take some of those powers and not take others, and focus more on pull powers or whatever. So you can get really, really, really deep and intricate into the character creation stuff in this, and you can be your own hero, your own villain. So looks like we're going into this AE mission here. This is called Architect Entertainment, and we're not doing street sweeping or doing what are called door missions or newspaper missions, bank robberies, anything like that. Architect Entertainment stuff, was something that the developers released, and I can't remember what issue it was. It was so long ago. I want to say it was in 2009, about 10 years ago. They made it possible to where users could craft and create their own missions. They could even do let's see this guy, whatever his name is. I can barely read it. I need to get my reading glasses on here. Uh, Revangiance, whatever. He's got a really cool costume and all that. Well, if he wanted to make an Architect Entertainment mission, he could with this guy. He can make a shield defense brute. I think it's what he's playing right here, it looks like. I don't know what his primary is. But he could take his costume file, and he can make his player an exact replica of a hero or a villain in an Architect Entertainment mission. So, hey, thanks for the follow, Evil Engine. What a cool name. There you go. You remind me of car stuff. I'm real big into car stuff. So, anywho, yeah, so you can... or he could take that exact costume, that exact outfit on that guy, and he can replicate it. And he can make a villain. He can make him the boss villain who's, arch villain level or something. And so he has to get his buddies together and go fight himself. So, of course, everybody who got heavy into Architect Entertainment stuff did that. They made missions with their own characters. I did. I made a task force where I had to kill my favorite Thug's Poison Mastermind character as a villain, and he was an arch villain level 53 or 54, and he had the Bruiser pet, and he had all the Thug guys and the whole 9 yards and all that. And so yeah, it was kind of fun fighting myself, and getting my butt whipped by my own self too was particularly entertaining. But anywho, you can get real precise on the maps you choose, the types of mobs you use. Like for instance on this mission here, it looks like these guys are doing these warrior guys that are common, I think, in City Heroes on Atlas Park maybe, as street sweeping mobs. So you can use these as the general mob type that's on the map. It's kind of like a filler or whatever, but you can place specially created bosses and elite bosses and arch villains and things like that wherever you want. Looks like somebody already got a level. This, I think, is a farm mission, so we're probably just sitting here and just kill crap for a little while. And this character needs it, especially if this server's going to stay up. So, anywho, that's what we're doing here, playing on the Torchbearer. Got another badge, it looks like. I'm getting all these badges all over again. I used to have all these when I played this, many years ago. But we're playing on the Torchbearer public server, and it's City Heroes, and I think it's issue 24, which what was I think being worked on whenever the game went down. So that's what we're doing here. There's a couple of extra combinations of characters you can make, like it's possible to make like katana brutes and kinetic masterminds, and and some other stuff that's a little more expanded than what it used to be. And I want to say that there's a new archetype in here called the Sentinel, which is kind of more Iron Man-ish. It's like I want to say it's like blaster and offensive primaries, ranged primary sets, and then the secondaries are defensive, like tank and brute stuff. So think of something like Iron Man, and then there's your Sentinel. So, anywho, hope you guys that are watching this are enjoying this. I've had the best time playing this, and I really needed a break from all the other games. I was spending way too much time playing other stuff and getting mired down in it, and then this City Heroes thing came back out. It's like, oh man, this is great. So it's been real fun to kind of dive back into the nostalgia of the character creation screen, and hearing all the sounds, and being a noob all over again, not being able to remember how to do anything. I couldn't. I mean, the first time I played, I was just screwing things up left and right. I'd forgotten about inspirations, which I have some down here. So I forgot how to do power enhancements, and the whole 9 yards. And basically, what I did remember was like autonomic stuff. So like, I used to have on my Thugs Mastermind, I used to have a ton of keystrokes. There we go, bada boom. Used to have a ton of keystrokes that I used all over the keyboard for controlling the different pets and the Bruiser pet and things like that to really make use of the Mastermind class. And so what's funny is all of those were there. I was finding myself wanting to hit certain buttons all the time, but I didn't have any macros set up. So, and I couldn't remember how to make them. That was the stuff that I'd forgotten how to do. That punk, come on back, get some. Let me get zoomed in a little bit. So, yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed all the nostalgia and everything with it. come back and playing this. I don't know if the server is going to remain up or not. If it's only something that we get to experience for a little while and then this goes permanently down again, well, I'm still thankful because at least we got to come back to this game, you know, briefly, and you know, and enjoy this and play with our friends and that kind of thing like that. So, I will not be sad about it. Certainly, I'd like to play it again, but if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. So, there you have it. So, Evil Engine, hope you're having a good day. It's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. I probably won't be streaming this for very long today, maybe hour and a half, something like that. I've got some work I need to do today, and some things to accomplish, so this is not going to be an all-day thing. But I will get enough time in here to get some good video of this. Excuse me. And by the way, for those that used to play this, I'm Hydro on Justice server. That's who I was. I was part of the, like a friendly part of the Heretics group. Harry Dan, Grazit, let's see, Stone Cold, Killspike, several other players. And I like to think I was pretty popular in the server. I had a lot of friends, of course. And I've spoken to many of them in so long, I can't remember half of them anymore, but yeah, buddy, another level. That's what I'm talking about. Who we sidekicked up to, he's what, oh, that doesn't make any sense if he's a level 1 brute. Why would we sidekick to him? Unless, oh yeah, it's about to be on now. Once we get out of this, I need to go level up and add about 30 powers to my power tray here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to build this guy, and I don't know if I'm going to really wind up keeping him. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing or how it's going to work. So, actually, you know what? While I'm sitting over here, let me go check out YouTube real quick and see what it's looking like. So, this is going to be paused just for a second. I doubt that there's anybody in there, but why does it say that it's? Oh, I must have left the Arma thumbnail on there. I'll fix it after the fact. At least I got everything updated on there, so that's good. So, all right, I don't see any chats in there, so I'll go back over to Twitch and see what we're doing here. Anywho, let me get back over with my team here real quick, and there they are. So yeah, City Heroes. Part of it looks kind of dated. It's not as fancy looking as some of the other newer games or anything like that. I like how whoever made this, I like how he labeled this. These guys are just called boss, and they're elite boss. So, you know, nothing real fancy here in the creation of this AE mission. It wouldn't surprise me if this was done yesterday or something, just to get a, you know, some kind of a farming combat mission back into the into the game or something. But anywho, yeah, I was saying, you know, with how dated the game is and stuff, I think, and I mentioned this in my my second video when I was playing on the Bree server a few days ago, that this game, I don't think it was meant to be as like graphically intensive or, you know, graphically appealing or anything like that. I mean, it kind of follows the whole comic book MO of things, you know. So you have these characters that they look like they're, you know, comic book characters basically, and so comic books aren't, you know, they're not meant to be this, you know, super jazzy, high res, you know, uber detailed type stuff. So a lot of the game looks like this, and the characters look like it and everything. But it's still, I mean, it still looks fine to me, even though graphically this thing is, it's almost 15 years old. And even though there were some improvements done on it, I think in 2010 or 2011 with Ultra Mode and some extra stuff that was able to challenge the GPUs of that day. Nowadays it's easy. I mean, you can run this in Ultra on just about anything, and it runs fine. I think the only thing that did challenge my box was when I set up, I think, character and world detail up to 200%, and then I started getting some frame dips. But otherwise, I mean, you know, it runs really well. It can run on probably any gaming laptop. That's been out for the last several years now, just fine. So it's kind of nice, you know, and kind of nice being able to play this on larger monitors because they weren't as popular 10 years ago. I mean, a lot of us were still using those big brick monitors. Now everybody's got these, you know, these thin flat screen LCDs and, you know, 23-inch, 30-inch, and bigger, and that sort of thing. So it's kind of cool to come back to this with much better hardware. So anywho, for those who may be unfamiliar with the Brute class, the Brute is the villain side tanker, and the Brute's signature thing is called Fury. And right there, I have a Fury bar. It's the brown one. And the way Fury works is the more you're hit, the more damage you dish out, the higher your Fury bar goes, or the more that you hit, rather. You know, the more you get hit, the more you attack and land stuff, the higher your Fury bar goes. And when you come out of combat, that bar winds up dwindling down. Well, the Fury bar translates into a damage buff, and I think it's a 1-to-1 thing. So once you get to, if I remember correctly at least, if you get to 100% on Fury, then you're doing double the damage of whatever that particular power is slotted to do. So it's a good thing as a Brute to be set up as a, as I would say, as a like a resistance, you know, type tanker where you can take a lot of hits and you can stay in combat and dish out some pain. And you get that Fury bar, like what I got going over here. You get that Fury bar up, you know, and then the stuff you're hitting, you're doing a lot more damage to. So. The tanker one, I can't remember what they do. It's been long enough. I just can't remember playing it. I had several tanks, but I can't remember what their thing is. I don't know if they get some defensive thing or whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing with Brutes on this. So we are playing villain side, even though it looks like we've got, let's see, 4 Brutes. We have a Dominator here. That's a villain. We have a Scrapper, which is a hero class. We have an Arachno Spider, or Dreamweaver, or whatever those things are called. I don't remember what they're called. But this is a almost entirely villain team, with the exception of that Scrapper guy. And let's see. He is, his name, or her name is Aikido. Electrical Melee and Regen. Scrapper. Assault Leadership. That's kind of interesting. Don't usually see... or didn't usually see, rather, melee classes that played with leadership pull powers. That's more of a support class thing. So, all right. How many levels have I gotten out of this? I'm pretty much cruising through all this. I only have 2 really useful powers. I have whatever this one is, Mind Over Body. Which is similar to the other one that's in the invulnerability set, and then I've got Punch. So I don't have Haymaker or Knockout Blow yet, or anything else where I can really, you know, start laying the hate out. There it is. Get some. That's that Revengeance guy, or whatever his name is, with a really cool costume and the big shield. I thought about making a shield tank. He'd specifically be a hero. And dress him up as a cop. He'd be like a Hydro something, I don't know what. All my character names were based on Hydro this or that. And the theme I followed was that they were all the same person. So they all shared the exact same costumes, with the exception of one costume slot that would be a signature one for that character. But yeah, he would be a Hydro something. And I was thinking of making him like a some, not super strength, but some kind of melee thing. Like maybe the new staff fighting power set, or something where he uses a axe or a bat or something, and then he'd have a riot shield, so he'd be a shield defense tanker, and that kind of thing like that. And that would be based off of my my pure shield tank that I've got on the Division. That's he's fully decked out, 700,000 toughness, and the full defense set. And he's, I think, its item level's like 290 something. It's almost as high as it can go. Really like that guy, but I haven't played it. But you know, I thought, hey, you know, recreating something similar to that on here would be kind of cool. You know, go through there, and dress him up, and do the whole cop hat and the jacket, and you know, and all that jazz like that. So, depending upon how long I stay with this group, and how long I stay on the stream here, I may go into. After we get out of here, I may go into the character select screen and kind of show it off a little bit for anybody that may still be watching this stream. So, Just to kind of give you an idea for anybody who's on watching now, or hey, who is going to watch it later, is curious about how the character creation stuff, the costume part at least, was done in this game. It's really, really cool. It's just really, really detailed with the number of different types of props and stuff you can put on your guy or your girl. That's one thing about COH is there's a lot of people a lot of girls who play this, and tons of girl characters running around. And you had like little pixie fairies with wings that were flying around, and and then you had little girl healers, and you had all sorts of stuff. You had some girl tanks, little shorty ones that they look like little schoolgirls with pigtails, but they're over there, dishing out super strength and throwing huge boulders and that kind of thing like that. So. It's just really, really detailed. Tons of haircuts, tons of glasses, tons of hats, tons of pants, tons of belts. I mean, just you name it. You can really set up a guy to be pretty unique. Let's see if I can get a moment here. I'll go into first person, and yeah, like Revo, whatever, Revengeance. Yeah, he's got a really, really cool freaking costume with the shield that matches and everything. And then we have Aikido, who's that scrapper, electrical melee scrapper. And he looks, or she, I can't tell if it's a he or she, looks like a blue samurai. And then you got Baka Karadaka, or whatever his name is. And he's very superhero type looking, and has some longbow colors to him as well. They're a hero side NPC faction. So everybody in here is unique, and that's something that every time you get into a team, you can bet on. Your guy's going to look unique compared to everybody else, unless you're like me and you have no originality and you copy something else. Oh, get back here. Where are you going? Yeah, there's that NPC there had like a morning star or a mace. Double barrel axe, or double barrel, I'm thinking of gun stuff here. Double bladed axes, halberds, that kind of thing like that. So I think those are part of one of the tanker melee, or secondary sets, the brute melee sets. I can't remember what. So. Let's see. I don't know if these guys are wanting to clear the entire thing or what. This is going to get monotonous after a while. But I'm enjoying the XP, and this is the best way to get it on a new character, especially on something like this, where you're coming back in and you might not know anybody. You don't have a super group anymore. You don't have any of your buddies around. So where's your support system? Kind of thing. So, oh, that whole getting tossed around thing is going to end soon. There's your elite boss guy. There's your XP guy right there. Let's see, there's Disruptor. That's his name. He's a stalker, isn't he? Yeah, he is. That's why he went invisible like that. The stalker class is pretty cool. They'll sneak up behind somebody and they'll pop build up, which is like a a temporary damage buff type thing, and then they'll do some kind of backstab type power or backstab type ability, and it basically will nearly or almost kill or whoever they hit. So. Kind of the rogue of COH. I need some group crowd control stuff out here. All of us are too new. A real tank and a real brute would have the ability to grab the aggro of all these guys, and so that's like in your classic MMO sense, your EverQuest and WoW and that sort of thing. The taunt, provocation, threat mitigation, stuff like that. That's a big deal in here. In this game, you can have taunt and threat auras that are running as part of your defensive set or whatever, and they'll have a natural amount of threat level on them. And like my tank guy, I would run straight in to that group, those two groups back there, and I would grab every single one of them, and I would get every single one of them clustered around me, and then I'd start doing attacks like foot stomp, or some other point blank area of effect attacks to sustain that aggro. And then I'd let the melee guys have their heyday, and then the ranged guys could sit back and just throw crowd control hate out and trash everything. So good times all around. You know, one thing I did not do, and I should do real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go do this real quick. Let's see, where is it? Give me just a second over here. Okay, I was interested. Okay, give me just a second here. There we go. Okay, yep. All right, that's done. See, we're still fun. Well, if there's a main boss on here. I don't know if there is. It might be part of the objective up there. I can't remember. I got real heavy into this Architect Entertainment thing, and I got lost in it for a few months, and I made several task forces, and wrote whole stories, and made characters, and all that. I'm kind of crazy with it. I made one for our Heretics group, and I had everybody that was in there send me their costume files, and then I recreated their their heroes inside the TF, and then it was a 15 mission thing, so it was like parts 1, part 2, part 3. Unless it's been changed, the Architect Entertainment stuff back then was a maximum of 5 missions per task force type thing. So I did 3 of those, part 1 and a part 2 and a part 3, and there was a whole story to it, and a big climactic ending and all that. And throughout that story, I would introduce one of the Heretics group members, and they'd have their dialogue, and I replicated their battle cries, and I did everything. I made them talk and say stuff, and and I had a lot of fun with it. And at the very end, you go and fight who it turns out to be is Dr. Eon, and you actually fight like 8 clones of him or something like that, and they all had different power sets. Some were blasters, and one was a tank, and that kind of thing like that. And then you're doing it with all of the Heretics guys. So I think there was 8 of them I put in there. Quicksilver, Killspike, Lone Stone Cold, Lord Stone Cold, Chrome, Harry Dan. There was a couple more, and I can't remember who they were, but it was really cool. So we played it, and then those same people got to play, and they got to play with themselves basically as teammates, as AI teammates, and they had all the exact same power sets and all that kind of stuff like that. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun writing that. Oh no, you did not. No. You're gonna get some payback for that, buddy. He's gonna run off. The aggro range on these is not very big, but sometimes the mobs in here have a tendency to run off, and they'll run into another group. And then if you go chasing after them, then that whole group will aggro you. So some of the typical MMO stuff that you can run into happens on here. Let's see. How many levels have I got in here? I have no idea. I have no idea how many I've got queued up. I'll have to go and look at it, check it out here in a minute. Yeah, let's grab this whole mess. I'm totally not set up for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, get some. Here we go. Oh, I got stunned. I'm just not set up to be a real tank yet. Look at my guy. That would never happen in a real game. But it's happening here because I'm a little too overzealous, I think. I literally came in at level 2, and I started this guy, I think day before yesterday, and played him for 10 minutes or something. I was bored, and I'll check out the new public server. Made this guy, and then I think I killed some street mobs, and then I logged out. So, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Another level. City Heroes. Public, I guess we can call this a test server. I don't know if it's going to be up for a long time or what. It's called Torchbearer, and you can get on it via what is it? Score.cohtitan.com. Register account there. Register a database account on the server. And then you load up, you grab the tequila client from cohtitan.com, I think is what it is. What's going on? You need invincibility. That's not for a while. I'll go for my debt badge. Come here, boss. Got your number right here, buddy. Come on, elite boss. You're going down. He's down. One thing I'm doing different on this that I used to do was I play with WSAD now in this game, whereas I used to do the arrow keys. And I had all my macros on the numeric keypad and all that. And so if I play this long enough and actually get a mastermind, my old mastermind leveled up enough to where I've got that bruiser pet, and I think it's at is that 32 is when he gets that, I think? I can't remember, but if I get him up that high. Oh, boys. Oh yeah, these guys are nasty. These are like Warshade dudes, or they kill Warshades or something like that. That's what it was, yeah. I remember these guys. I haven't seen these guys in forever. There was a couple of the Warshade buddies that I had when I played on my Warshade a lot. We had copied these Void Seeker, Stalker guys' outfits and ran around in those. It was pretty cool. Excuse me. Let's ask and see what these guys are doing here. You guys want to finish this entire thing. Looks like we've already done. Roger. We've already done most of it. I think we started with 49 of these elite bosses, and now we're down to 13 left. So yeah, it's going to be 13, 12 more groups, something like that. Yeah, we'll finish this out, and then I'll go out and level and see where we go from there. So. Yeah, it takes about 20 seconds to clear. I think we could do this with higher powers. Yes, we could. There's two groups right here. Go ahead and grab them all just for fun. How you doing? There you go. Now let's drag these guys back over here and get a nice cluster. You know, I wish Twitch streaming was a thing way back in the day. I would have totally done this back then for this game. Doing all the leveling and the enhancements and all that. The developers, whoever the story writers and whoever directed this game, basically, they did a really good job with the power and character customization stuff and the different types of enhancements you can do. It's not just to go through here. It's not just, hey, I have a recharge thing and I want to put it in this punch power, you know, and it's not just, hey, I want 3 or 4 slots in punch. It's also different types of enhancements that will have different effects, you know. Some that are set ones, kind of similar to like set bonus gear in other MMOs, EQ or WoW or something like that, where you have a set of pants and gaunts and, you know, and chest and things like that. That, you know, the more you stack those particular things on your guy, the more set bonus you should get for having the same set on. So they did stuff like that for this as well. How far till your next level? I have 1 blue and 1 orange. So you can get really in depth in how you customize guys, and it really opens up a lot of opportunities to make your guy, even though he may have technically the same power set as a bunch of other guys, to really make him really unique and really powerful, really strong, make him really stand out. So that was always my goal. I focused on that on my Thugs Poison Mastermind, and also focused on it real heavy on my Peacebringer. That was a real big deal. I put a ton of time into him. I wanted him to be as what's called triform as possible. And the Peacebringer class is similar to the Warshade class in here. It's a hero side thing. And I think they're aliens, if I remember right. Something like that. It's been a while since I've looked at any of the City of Heroes lore, but those characters were ones that had you would start out in human form. That hurt. And you'd get some human form-based powers and things like that, but you could also swap to two different forms. One of them we called squid form, and that was something where you literally looked like this floating alien squid, and he had 4 blaster powers, and if I remember right, that was it. So when you swapped into that squid form, your 4 blaster powers would show up. And you could enhance those as well. In your enhancements, you can make them as effective or ineffective or whatever. So you're effectively a flying blaster. So you can, like how we're attacking all these groups up here, we could. Ooh, boys, here we go. You could sit up in the air and just rain hate down and blast stuff with a single target, area effect target attacks, and that sort of thing like that. And that was a lot of fun. Second form was a tank form. I can't remember what it was named, but it had a foot stomp. It had some single target attacks, melee range stuff. Then it had a self heal power that you could fire up, and it also had natural threat type stuff on it. So he would aggro mobs, and he would be good as an inflated tank. If you're on a team and your tank is dead, and okay, hey, I'm on my Peacebringer, my Warshade, I'll switch over to tank form and take over. You could do that sort of thing and be like an SA, secondary tank. So, or you can be the primary tank. Doesn't really matter. Depends on how you had him built. But when I was doing my Peacebringer, I focused really, really hard, real heavily. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I can make him as balanced as possible, to where he could do all 3 roles effectively. And so I had gobs and gobs of money in him and time on doing enhancement sets and everything I could to get him like that. And so in human form, he was slightly scrapperish. He was melee. He could still get tossed about a little bit, but I got him to where he hit pretty dang hard. He was good in melee range, and then or in human form rather, and in melee range, I had enough attacks that I could cycle through to keep an attack chain going. And then I put the provoke power from I can't remember what line it is. It's a pull power line, but I put that on him, and I was able to use it to taunt, and I was able to square off with AVs and heroes with them, at least for a while. Okay, so do I need a hospice or what? Hospital. Hydro, what you need for Wakey. Oh wait, I got it. I forgot I can combine some of these enhancements together. Let's see, combine 3 into an Awaken. Boom. There's your self-res, but my guy's going to be really dizzy and jacked up. So, here we go. Let's get there you go. Poor Hydro Smash. If I had an enhancement called Break Free, it would cure the status effects of this. They won't last very long. I think 10-15 seconds, something like that. So, there. But it's like any other game where whenever you res in, you have no energy or mana or stamina or whatever. Where's our freaking guys at? Oh, there they are. Okay. And you have to reset your powers and all that jazz. So, yeah, good times. Really miss this game. It's a lot of fun. What we got left? 4 bosses? Alright, cool. We're almost done with this then. That means we'll get the, I think you get the end mission bonuses at the end of Architect Entertainment runs. I think you do. If I remember right, the XP per mob was nerfed slightly over regular door missions. It may have been as a counterbalancer to keep people from doing only player-crafted stuff, or something like that. They wouldn't do any of the other actual developer provided missions or strike forces or whatever, unless there's a badge involved maybe. But badges and City of Heroes, that's a kind of a prestige thing. Think of them kind of like you know, medals on your lapel or whatever, you know, medals on your chest. You can get badges for doing certain things. There's a lot of what are called exploration badges. Let's see, Ticket Taker. You've earned your first Mission Architect ticket from defeating enemies in AE missions. So there's some that are specific to Architect Entertainment. There's a lot of exploration ones, and then you can put a badge under your name. So like, let's see, Helper. Okay, Helper is a badge. So above this guy's name, Rogue Arbiter Agent, he's got Helper. So, yeah, and there's like some of the really prestigious ones that are really, really hard to get. You know, you rarely see, and you'll see somebody wearing it, and it's kind of like a feather in your cap type thing. So that's another thing that's in COH that's kind of cool. You know, part of the whole, you know, character customization stuff, I guess. But here we go, get some. We're almost done. We got one left, right? That's it. Cool. And gonna wait for the mission lead badge earned. And the gamer badge. Awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna go level up real quick. Let's see. It is almost 1 o'clock. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but let's see what goes on here. Yeah, that's good times. So there's a technology mastermind, Riff, and he's got ooh, that's a cool outfit. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this guy. I'm ignoring the troll. That's a cool outfit. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I was like, yeah, buddy. There's a ton of emotes in this game. Let's go level. So a guy trolls you while he's also looking for a spot in a group. That's nice. That's productive. And that probably hurt. Yep, it did. Let's see. Where's the Arbiter at? Arbiter Richard. That's the... here he is. Wouldn't mind getting a travel power. I think on my old Hydro Smash guy, I use super speed. So, oh, good times. Really miss this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a good little distraction I need right now. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if this will be up forever or what's going to happen in the future with this. I'm kind of not married to these, you know, these characters, so I don't have this whole I got to play this for 8 hours a day for 6 months thing to, you know, get a decked out level 50 guy. I don't really care about it. It's just more of a, you know, coming back to it and playing it for fun thing. Let's see, whatever, I'll do that. We got Haymaker yet? Yeah, buddy. Okay, train up, and I will do health and stamina. This is how you enhance your guy. It's pretty cool. Every other level, you get a power 1 level. Next level, you get slots, and it kind of ping pongs back and forth like that. Hand clap sucks. I don't use that. It's got a knockback on it if I remember right. Yeah. So we'll do the fast healing thing. Is that an active or a passive? Oh, okay, it's a passive. And let's see, whatever, I'll do that. Come on, 1 more level, baby. Give me knockout blow. Yes! That is my absolute favorite. Jeez, how many levels did I get here? Indomitable Will, there you go. That's the status protection one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so let's see. I'll put Brawl in there, swap KO Blow with that. Indomitable Will is... Yeah, I have minimal effects on, so we can't see the power, but that's a status protection one right there. Yep. When you toggle on this power, it grants protection from sleep, disorient, fear, immobilize, confusion, repel, knockback, hold efforts. Monitor defense to psionic-based attacks. So that's cool. Let's go try out something I can fight that's got some got something to them. Let's see. That's a good amount of powers to do a decent team with this time. I don't want to get thrown around. Where is the ferry to Port Oaks? There. I'll go ahead and go to PO real quick. What is that? Lord of Flies Mastermind? Huh. Server's running really well. I wonder how many players there are on this right now, because it's been up at the, I think there was up to 3,000 or something yesterday or day before, something like that. Okay, where's the freaking door to get over there? I can probably kill that indomitable will thing right there. Oh, yes, you're still a noob, Hydro. Don't know what you're doing. Okay, will this let me through? Nope. I just can't remember. It's just been so long since I've done this. I want to go over there. But there is a door or set of doors or something like that I can go through. And I'm sure somebody who's watching this, who's playing this, is screaming at their monitor because they know how to do it. My guy runs so weird. You know what? I might be able to just jump over the dang wall instead. How about that? Okay. One of the things that's different on this from what I remember on the older issue that we played is that the fitness pull power line of like stamina and health and all that, it's inherent now. So that actually leaves room for being able to do other stuff. You know, you can fit in different powers and what have you. But stamina was always one of the ones that you had to get. I mean, it's just, you just get on every character. It's like hasten. Oh, I can't remember how to get over there. This is frustrating. I'll spend the next 20 minutes. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on? There we go. Get a little love here. There you go. Eat some. That's knockout blow. That's my favorite. I never thought I'd be able to throw a knockout blow again. Sorry, you're sick, dude. How the hell do you get over there? God, I'm such a scrub again. Look at this. Where am I? I'm on the edge of the map. I don't remember half the story here. With everything, with all these mobs and all the critters and all that. Well, not critters, but you know what I mean, the NPCs and everything. It's okay. Well, crap. Let me go back over to the Arbiter guy then, and I think the way over is actually by him, if I remember right. Where is... Maybe somebody watching that knows how to do this. Pop in Twitch chat. So, where's the main Arbiter guy? There he is. Door to that. There it is. Yeah, hey, there you go. Nice job, BDC. Where are the ferries? Right over there. On your map the whole time. So, we'll go to Port Oaks and I'll run around for a short bit. And then I will conclude this maybe after the door mission or something like that. Let's see how this guy plays. But yeah, I have really missed this game. This has been a lot of fun to come back here and goof off with this again. You know, like I was saying earlier, even though I can't remember half of it. I had 23 level 50 characters. I do remember that, but I don't remember half their names. So. Alright, cool. Let's go over there real quick. Port Oaks East it is. Oh, hang on. I need to pause this just for a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Something unexpected over here. Okay, where am I going here? Mikey the Ear. If that's a contact that I want or not. You know what? Oh, yeah, here we go. Paper mission team. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so I want to join the team. And there we go. Cool. Yeah, that was my mistake right there. Okay. Cool. Get the Crown of Enos. Paper missions. Paper missions are basically randomized missions that pop up, but that can pop up all over the map. They're, I think you have to get them from particular contacts, if I remember correctly. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so I can't remember all the particulars about it. But yeah, these are your wait. Hang on a minute. There. Wrong way. Let's go back the other way. Does he need help? Nah, he doesn't look like he does. No, maybe he does. Oh, or that. Okay. Somebody friendly teleported me over. That's kind of nice. Let's see. Going to get for now. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just do it. So I think I'm mentored down. So I'm level 7. Even though I still have my power sets, all the numbers and everything are scaled down for that, like health and stamina and all that jazz. So The heck? Oh, he's the demon's MM. Yeah, let's get some. There we go. This feels a little bit more like it. Except I have crap for power recharge right now. I don't care if these guys hit me, they're gonna kill me. So I don't have any taunt power yet, so I can't forcibly pull guys off. There we go. Cool. I really miss doing these paper missions. This is a lot of fun. There we go. Get some. Wait, does it look right? There's nothing up here. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I didn't realize how much I missed this game. It's like, you know, some things you know, feels like they're going to be there forever, and then the game's gone. You know, from what I understand, there was several efforts to try and buy the intellectual property rights for the game, but the owners refused all of it and just decided to shut it down. Not bad for being unslotted. I mean, I have slots, but I don't have any enhancements or anything. I haven't bought anything yet. I'm actually doing decent, I guess. You receive your first piece of invention salvage. Yep. Probably won't get into anything like that on this. Like I'm saying, I don't know if I'll wind up doing much. Hey, Knight Rider, how you doing, man? Oh, here it is. Get some boss right here. Yeah, playing some City of Heroes, Knight Rider. This game was down for several years. It was shut down abruptly in 2012, end of November, I think, November 30th. Might sound right. And it was a favorite MMO of mine. And, I really love this game. That was shut down and all that, and it turned out there was a private server with some of the old server-side code that somebody had gotten a hold of. I don't know how, but it set it up, a private server, and had been running for a long time, and then that turned into some of that going out public, and so there's a couple people that are trying to put boxes together, and I'm on one of them right now. It's called Torchbearer. So, pretty cool. You know, play my old dudes. How you been, Knight Rider? There you go, get some. It's a good, easy, casual MMO. A lot of fun. Real super heavy. Thank you for the alkaloid, Mastermind teammate. You can get real lost in the character customization creation. I'm good, hanging in there. All right, good, same here. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll do a stream tonight or anything like that. I'm cutting way back from my whole stream 4 times a day thing, all day long thing. And I just had a brownout. There we go. That's what happens when your stamina runs out. You need your toggled powers that have steady stamina consumption to them wind up going down. So you got to pull everything back up. So as a tank, if you wind up running out of endurance, stamina, whatever, then that can be bad, because then you lose your defensive powers that keep you from getting knocked out, and then you lose those, and then something sleeps you, and then all your defensive powers are off, and you get 2 or 3 mobs around you and they can kill you, and then the team tank is down. So, see you working your magic on the game. Oh, I mean, a lot of this is kind of automatic. I made mention about this earlier. You know, you've done this so many times. You know, a lot of it, even after so many years, it comes back. Oh, come on. There you go. Get some. Oh, I'm really low on stamina. Can't fire half of what I need to. So yeah, it's pretty automatic. It's a lot of fun, Knight Rider. And again, sorry, I'm gonna run over here because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll finish this door mission, and then I'm gonna cut the stream. I've been on here for a little while. I think about an hour now. So this ought to be a good one for getting on YouTube later. Is that it? Where's the main guy? There he is. Usually there's a signature boss here of some kind on these missions. I got some kind of like fire blaster or something like that. I remember these damned guys being like that. That's kind of cool. Somebody's got a mercenaries mastermind. It's those dudes that are shooting the little SMGs or whatever they've got. Wow, man, I remember this. Oh, there's our clicky right there. That's right, come get some right here. Just had all my powers. It's fun. It's still a good looking game, even though it's so many years old. I think the first version of it came out nearly 15 years ago. So and I got into it in late 2005, so it had already been out about a year. Cool, we're done there. All right, I'm out. All right, this will be a good time, I think, to pack this up. I'll go level real quick and then cut this off. So. Where is the level guy here? It's at the arena, if I remember right. It's like down here. There he is. So I'll bail out this group. I've got stuff I need to do. I don't need to sit on here today. So I remember how to get up there. So it's all comic book superheroes and supervillains based. That kind of thing. Knight Rider. Where's the Arbor guy at? The arena, somewhere up there. There it is, over there. I need to get me a travel power. Nice super speed. I'm gonna run through all this crap. Yeah. That didn't hurt. You're just tickling me. Yeah, good old games, man. The great thing about older games, Knight Rider, is that they all run on all the machines we have now. So, all right, train to a new power level. Let's see, slots in. Heck, I don't care. All right, okay, that's level 11. So, cool. I think that is it for me. So. Appreciate you guys viewing, and for those that wind up watching this on YouTube, hit those like and sub buttons and leave any comments that you would like, any questions. I try and answer everything that I can. City Heroes has been getting a lot of buzz lately because of this whole private server thing, and so I've been getting a lot of questions thrown my way in the videos I've got up for it. So appreciate you guys viewing. Let's see, don't think I've got anything else, so thank you for your time, and catch you guys soon.